Imagine this. You see someone crying on the street, and suddenly your chest starts hurting. Not emotionally, physically. Because in this world, empathy causes real pain. The more you feel for someone, the more it hurts. Helping people becomes painful. Watching sad news becomes unbearable. And the biggest question humanity faces is no longer, do we care about others? But something far more uncomfortable. How much pain are we willing to feel for them? At first, people thought it was a coincidence. A nurse feels a sudden pain in her arm right as a patient screams during surgery. A father winces when he sees his child fall from a bike. A teacher grabs their chest watching a student break down in tears. Doctors begin running tests, brain scans, heart monitors, neurological studies. And what they discover shocks the entire world. Something in the human brain has changed. A tiny network of neurons responsible for empathy has become dangerously active. Now, when you truly feel someone else is suffering, your brain translates it into physical pain. Not imagined pain, real pain. A broken arm across the room might cause a stabbing sensation in your own. Watching someone cry might trigger a deep ache in your chest. And the stronger your empathy is, the stronger the pain becomes. At first, people try to ignore it. They call it rare, a strange medical condition. But the reports keep spreading across cities, across countries, across the entire world. Emergency rooms begin filling with people who aren't injured, but feel like they are. Doctors quickly notice something disturbing. The people who suffer the most are the ones who care the most. Nurses, teachers, parents. Empathetic people begin living with constant pain. And slowly, the world begins to change. Hospitals become the most painful places on earth. Doctors endure waves of suffering every day. Some quit. Others stay, learning to tolerate the pain. News stations begin censoring tragedy. Violent footage disappears from television. Social media platforms add new warnings. This content may cause physical distress. People begin avoiding bad news, avoiding suffering, avoiding pain. Because every time they witness someone else's suffering, their own body reminds them. And slowly, people begin to stop looking. They walk past accidents, ignore arguments, scroll past suffering. Not because they don't care, but because caring hurts. Over time, people begin noticing something strange. Not everyone feels the pain the same way. Some people experience only a faint ache, but others feel it like it's happening to them. Scientists begin calling them high empaths. Imagine walking past someone with a broken arm and feeling a sharp crack shoot through your own. Watching a stranger cry, and your chest tightens like you're the one grieving. For high empaths, the world becomes exhausting. Crowded cities become unbearable. Hospitals feel like torture. Even watching the news becomes painful. Many begin isolating themselves just to escape the suffering. But something else begins to happen. While many people learn to look away, a few choose not to. Doctors, rescue workers, volunteers, people who know it will hurt but step forward anyway. Because every time they help someone, they absorb a piece of someone else's suffering. And slowly, the world begins to see them differently. Not just as helpers, but as something much rarer. People willing to endure pain so others don't have to face it alone. At first, many believed this change would make the world kinder. After all, If you can physically feel someone else's suffering, why would anyone cause harm? And for a while, it seemed true. Violent crime began to fall. Fights became rare, because hurting someone else meant hurting yourself too. But human behavior finds strange ways to adapt. Some people begin training themselves not to feel. They avoid eye contact, ignore suffering, scroll past pain online. Not because they are cruel, but because their bodies cannot handle it. And something even stranger begins to happen. Suffering becomes invisible. People hide their injuries, cry alone, stop asking for help, because they know if others see their pain, those people will suffer too. In this world, empathy doesn't just hurt the observer, it hurts the people being cared about. And society faces a strange paradox. Empathy makes kindness more powerful than ever, but it also makes compassion harder to practice. Now imagine living in that world. Every time someone suffers, your body reminds you. A sharp pain in your chest, a tightening in your stomach, a dull ache behind your eyes. Helping someone becomes more than an emotional choice. It becomes a decision to endure pain. But here's the strange part. We don't live in that world. In our reality, empathy doesn't break our bones. Yet somehow, people still struggle to care. We scroll past suffering, look away from strangers in distress, ignore problems that don't affect us. Not because it hurts, but sometimes because it doesn't. If empathy actually did hurt, would the world become colder? Or would it finally make us understand how powerful compassion really is? Maybe the most interesting question isn't about that alternate world. It's about this one. Because if empathy had a physical cost, some people would still choose to feel it. Would you?